me move on to what's going on in terms of the weaponization. DNI Tulsi Gabbard is removing the security clearances of 37 current and former intelligence officials, saying that they manipulated intelligence, as we have just learned from all of this declassification. The list includes Joe Biden's former Assistant Secretary of State for Intelligence and Research, Brett Holmgren, former Principal Deputy Director of National Intelligence, Stephanie O'Sullivan. She's being accused of being involved in the 2016 Obama-era probe of collusion between Russia and President Trump, of course, which was a complete made-up story by Hillary Clinton's team. I want to get your take on this last 10 years of really scandals and efforts to take down President Trump. And when I spoke with Ed Martin over the weekend, he, of course, is the head of the weaponization unit at the DOJ. He said, Peter, it's a lot of the same people. Those same people who tried to do you in, okay, and sent you to prison, those people who came up with these lies about President Trump, they're still out there trying to take down President Trump, and it went from scandal to scandal, including January 6th. Watch this. Here's Ed Martin. Watch.
We know the birthday of the Russia hoax. It's December 8th, 2016, where the Obama administration, including Obama, said, don't put the truth out, lie. And then we had the Russia hoax that went on for 10 years. And every time they get in trouble, meaning the deep state and others, they throw another hoax out. And all we're doing at DOJ and all we're doing across the government is saying, get the truth out. When you're a liar, you lie not just on one thing. When you're a cheater, you cheat not just on one thing. When you're doing corruption, you generally don't just do it on one thing. So we have that's our what we're asked to do as prosecutors. It's always the same people on December 9th, 2016 in the Situation Room in Obama's White House are playing the same game all these years.
That's unbelievable. Peter, you lived it. It impacted your life severely. What can you say?
Well, I've got a blockbuster article coming out in Breitbart today that focuses on one person. It's FBI Agent Walter Giradina. And he's the guy that arrested me at Reagan and perp walked my fiancé, put me in handcuffs, leg irons.
Wow.
And he got fired, good for Kash Patel, a couple of weeks ago. The media's trying to make him a martyr. But here's what's so interesting. He's the thread that takes us across the entire arc of the attacks on Donald Trump and his associates from 2016 all the way right up to the day that guy got fired. And it starts with the Steele dossier. I don't know if you know this, Maria, but this guy, Walter Giradina, was one of the FBI agents who greenlit the Steele dossier after he read it and said, yeah, that's okay, go forward. And that, of course, begat Crossfire Hurricane. And at the same time, you had another operation. It was called Crimson River, renamed Red Masari. And that one falsely accused the Trump campaign of receiving $10 million from the Egyptian government. It was a total fraud. But Giradina was at the center of that. And then Giradina went to the Mueller report. He served on that. All of this, by the way, is because of the efforts of Senator Chuck Grassley, who's done a beautiful job getting these whistleblower documents.
Yeah.
And the whistleblowers allege that Giradina wiped his hard drive so that we couldn't get his records.
Wow.
He got an award for the Mueller people. I mean, it's crazy stuff. And then there was another thing, Maria, called the emoluments clause, where they went after Trump, saying he got money from foreign lobbyists and state governments illegally. But it was just a fishing expedition, and they've got whistleblowers allege that what Giradina did was simply that, a fishing expedition. And then the last one was the Arctic Frost, which was the fake electors one, which there was nothing fake about President Trump's efforts on that. But Giradina basically ensnared Jeff Clark, John Eastman, all of those folks, as well as Trump. So this guy is the seed. Read the Breitbart article when it comes out.
Is the accountability him getting fired, or are we going to see something more than that? I mean, they have destroyed people's lives.
I call for a full investigation of this guy and everybody else I name: Obama, Clinton, Comey, Page, Strzok, Brennan, Clapper, all the way down the line. And Ed Martin, that man is a bulldog, and he's going to get to the bottom. I love Ed Martin, He's going to get to the bottom of it.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed the conversation we had on Sunday, and he also made the point that January 6th and everything they did around January 6th was an effort to shut down any speech or conversation about 2020 and the election. So we're going to follow his work for sure, and yours as well. Peter, great to see you. Thank you, sir.